Well, it's great to be in Houston here, Barack, outside of the Rockets and some barbecue, man. We got boxing this weekend.
Absolutely.
Jaime Munguia makes his return to the ring. Now, we had conversations about him being like the breakout fighter of the year, which I agree.
He had
People
two
are excited to
big
see
wins.
Big wins.
Yeah.
He makes his return to the ring against an undefeated fighter, Takashi Inoue. We don't know much about him, and that's sometimes dangerous for a guy that's expected, to be the favorite.
It would be dangerous, but we're talking about the new Triple G of the junior middleweight division, and that's what I'm calling him right now because he's knocking everybody out. He's very dangerous. He can hit with both hands. So I think it's going to be the usual.
Yeah. So let's go to Oscar De La Hoya to start the presser.
Thank you very much. Welcome everyone to the final press conference for junior middleweight battle between WBO champion Jaime Munguia and Japanese contender Takeshi Inoue. The event will take place this Saturday night here at the Toyota Center. It puts Mexican native Jaime Munguia, who is quickly becoming one of the biggest stars in boxing, and after destroying Saddam Ali in 4 rounds to win the world title, Munguia has defended his world title twice, each time in a Golden Boy Promotions card. Munguia will look to defend his title against a tough contender in Takeshi Inoue. And this event is very important because not only does it mark a great relationship with one of the, or if not the best promoter in Mexico, in Zamfer Promotions, Fernando Beltran, but it's also important because it's the first of many events that we will be streaming live on a new digital platform called DAZN. I strongly feel that DAZN has really changed the game in many ways. There are many people who love watching boxing throughout the United States, and sometimes it's a little too expensive watching a pay-per-view fight. So we're extremely fortunate to have a partner like DAZN who can come in and stream the fights for a relatively inexpensive price of $9.99 per month. So for $9.99 a month, you can watch this amazing card Saturday night on DAZN. First month is for free. But you not only get this card on Saturday night with 2 world titles on the line, but you can also watch the highly anticipated fight that puts Canelo Alvarez and Daniel Jacobs on Cinco de Mayo weekend, which is the biggest boxing event of the year. So I want to take this opportunity to thank DAZN for really coming to the rescue and giving the fans their money's worth and giving the fans the best fights that they can possibly deliver along with Golden Boy Promotions. So we are extremely grateful to DAZN. We thank you. Our partnership is a long-term, multi-year deal that is going to continually bring you the best fights possible. The primary reason why I'm really excited to promote this event here in Houston, it brings back boxing, big-time boxing to Houston. And that's exactly what our motive is for the year and for the years to come, is to bring boxing back to the masses, bring boxing back to the fans. I remember many years ago, we promoted many great world title fights in Houston, here at the Toyota Center, with the likes of Juan Diaz, with the likes of Juan Manuel Marquez against Katsiris. So Houston has a rich history, that the fans have showed tremendous support for the sport of boxing. So we thank you, Houston, and we at Golden Boy Promotions are looking forward to cultivating, to growing, and to hopefully soon making local world champions here from Houston. Tickets are still available. You can obviously watch it live here from the Toyota Center. They start at $25 all the way up to $150, and tickets are going fast. We urge you to call the Toyota Center or go to toyotacenter.com. And obviously, you can watch it on DAZN. Download your app, DAZN, and you can watch it for free. First month is for free. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. The official beer of boxing, Tecate. Thank you very much for your support. And also Hennessy, never stop, never settle. And our sponsors have been great partners throughout the years. They really have spread the word on a national basis, letting their consumers know that once again boxing is staging a big event. Tecate not only puts their name on the mat, but they really invest in the sport of boxing with their activations on a national basis, letting know the consumer that a Jaime Munguia or an Inoue or a Canelo Alvarez or Daniel Jacobs is fighting on a particular night. So thank you very much, Tecate, for all your continued support. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the manager of combat sports here in Texas. And again, Texas has been a wonderful state in hosting fights because of the fans, because of all the great support, but also because of the commission. The commission is one of the best commissions in the country. So without any further ado, the manager of combat sports, to say a few words, Greg Alvarez. Greg.
Thank you, Oscar. I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Also, big thank you to Golden Boy Promotions, DAZN, and Toyota Center for hosting this big event. You know, we might not get all the biggest events, but I consider this the big event. And with Munguia, the way he's been going in his fights, I mean, I'm just so happy that we have him here so he can showcase his skills, and the fan base can grow even bigger in Texas that will bring him back again to do another fight. So without saying anything else, you know, just get your tickets, because that's a real good price, $25. Just get in and watch some good fights. And that's not the only fight. There's 7 other fights on this card. So get y'all's tickets. And once again, thank you, Oscar.
Thank you, Greg. Like Greg said, we have an exciting card from top to bottom. We are promoting some of our young prospects, some that we just signed, some that are 5-0, 6-0, and I would like to acknowledge, so they can stand up and be acknowledged, one of our top prospects that hails from Argentina. And one thing we're excited about is that this card is very international. We have fighters from Argentina, we have fighters locally from Dallas, from Puerto Rico. So the fans will be able to watch an international card that is going to be very exciting. So first fighter that is you should look out for that will be fighting on the undercard is from Argentina, Alberto Melian. Great fighter, young prospect, one of our we're very, very excited about him. Exciting style. And I'm really excited about two brothers who are at such a young career now, are making some noise. They are from Texas, from Dallas, Texas. I would like to first introduce to you Alex Rincon, and Jorge Rincon, who are going to be fighting on the undercard. So you want to get here early. Doors open. The first fight is at 5 p.m., I believe. Doors open at 4 p.m., so you want to get here early and watch the future the future of boxing right here with the Rincon brothers and Alberto Melian. It takes me to the next fight that we're extremely excited about. This young man who has been making a lot of noise in such a short period of time. He has a record of 11-0 with 11 knockouts, and he's from Dallas, Texas. He, I have to say, is probably the top prospect, or one of the top prospects that we have at Golden Boy Promotions. He's a young man who is very dedicated. He's disciplined. He's hungry to already win a world title. At just being 11-0 and 11 knockouts, he most likely will be fighting for a world title if he continues on this path. We're looking to putting him in with the very best. We're looking to hopefully look for that world title by the end of this year. So I would like to call up to the podium with a record of 11-0 and 11 knockouts from Dallas, Texas. That is Vergil Ortiz Jr. Vergil.
Thank you, Oscar. First of all, I just want to thank, it's kind of low. I want to thank my dad, Oscar De La Hoya, all my coaches, Hector Beltran, Robert Garcia, RGBA, all of my fans are going to come support me from Dallas. Hopefully I fight this time, No, but I'm really excited to be fighting here. I haven't fought in Texas in a little over a year. Kind of missed it. I'm looking forward to eat some Whataburger after this fight, or like right after this fight. Other than that, I'm really grateful to be in this position. I'm looking forward to fulfill Oscar's, my dad's expectations of getting a world title this year, because I really do feel like at this moment right now, I'm ready for this world title. There's no one at 140 that can beat me right now, and I'm really confident in myself and in my ability to get this world title. Thank you.
Thank you, Vergil. And anyone you talk to in the boxing business knows that when Vergil says that nobody can beat him at 140, it's great that he believes it, and it's wonderful he has all that confidence. But everyone that you talk to believes it as well. Like I said, at 11-0, 11 knockouts, we're looking to hopefully put him in the world title by the second quarter or the last quarter of this year. So we're very high on him. We strongly feel that Vergil can be one of the, or if not the best 140-pound fighter by the end of the year. So look for Vergil Ortiz this Saturday night on the Undercard. It takes me to the first world title fight, and like I said, this Undercard is very international. We're really excited about this next fight. It's a fight for a world title. It's a fight for the WBA featherweight world title. This fight, I guarantee, will be explosive, to say the least. The challenger, he's a native of Kunming, China. It will be the second fight for him in the United States. And I would like to introduce to you, and let's give him a warm welcome here in Houston, out of Kunming, China. His name is Chu Kan. Chu Kan. Chu.
大家中午好非常高兴能来到休斯顿比赛，然后这也是我第二次到美国参赛，然后这次比赛是我有史以来就是备战时间最长、准备最充分的一场比赛，我现在很期待周六的比赛，我会把腰带带回中国。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to fight in Houston, and this is the second time I fight in USA, and it's going to be my first time challenge the world title, and I have confidence I can bring the title back to China. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Houston. Welcome to Houston. We strongly feel that this fight here will be an exciting, tremendous fight with Chu Kan and the champion, who I will introduce to you next. This defending champion has power in both hands. He's been a professional for 10 years. He's had some incredible fights. For instance, was able to move up in weight class and take the undefeated record from Abraham Lopez. He had an amazing fight against Jojo Diaz, which is the U.S. Olympian that we promote. What can I say about him? He's very disciplined, he's dedicated, always giving us a great show. He comes out to knock you out. And obviously that has to do with him being so proud of where he comes from, of who he is, and his boxing career. So without any further ado, he has a record of 26-2 with 19 knockouts. He is the WBA featherweight world champion, Jesus Rojas. Jesus.
Gracias, Oscar. Antes que nada, ¿verdad? Gracias a Dios por otro día más de vida. Sumamente contento por estar aquí junto a todos ustedes. Ansioso ya que llegue el día del sábado.
Of life, and I'm greatly happy to be here, and I'm anxious for the fight that we have this Saturday.
Y el día del viernes, ¿verdad? Hacer el peso. Vengo bien ansioso, la primera vez aquí en Texas, así que estoy sumamente emocionado y así que Kansu, espero que venga bien listo para darle un gran show y espectáculo a toda esta gente que se dará cita el próximo sábado.
And, you know, we're a day from making weight, and I'm anxious. You know, it's my first time here, so I'm very excited. So I hope that Chu Kan comes prepared to fight so that we can give a great show and a spectacle to the fans here in Texas.
Así que gracias, Oscar, una vez más. Gracias a la compañía Golden Boy Promotion. Así, gracias a mi equipo de trabajo, Víctor Martínez, Alex Caraballo, Orlando Piñero, Kenneth. Así que gracias y que éxito a todos.
Thank you once more to Oscar, to Golden Boy Promotions, to my training, Alex Caraballo, Señor Piñero, my entire training team.
Thank you very much. Gracias. At this moment now, I would like to introduce to you the participants for the main event. First, I would like to introduce to you the promoter and trainer of the contender, Inoue. He is also the president of Saita Promotions. Let's welcome to Houston and up to the dais, Tasu Ya Saita Tasu Sa Yata. To the podium. Yes. Yes. Say a few words.
本日はこのような世界タイトルマッチに呼んでいただいて、本当にありがとうございます。また、ゴールデンボーイプロモーションに、本当に感謝してます。ムンギア選手、素晴らしいスーパーチャンピオンだと思います。しかし、
First, I'm very pleased and happy to be invited to this world title fight here. And I would like to thank the Golden Boy Promotion and their team for everything they've done.
対3位とのムンギア選手、スーパーチャンピオンで、パンチも強く、 強い選手です。しかしこの日のために、勝つために井上と練習してきました。必ず、この強いチャンピオンに勝って、ベルトを日本の応援している皆さんに届けたいと思ってます。Thank you.
We know that Munguia is a great champion. He's a very powerful champion. But we have come prepared for this fight, and we are taking the title back to Japan for the Japanese fans.
Thank you very much. At this moment, I would like to call up to the podium our partner with Jaime Munguia. And let me tell you that it pleases me that we can be working with a man who not only knows boxing, but has a passion for boxing. A man who really cares about his fighters, about the sport. There's great synergies between both Zanfer Promotions and Golden Boy Promotions. We have the same vision, and that's to grow the sport and to build the best champions for your entertainment. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce to you the CEO of Zanfer Promotions, Fernando Beltran. Fernando.
Thank you, Oscar. First of all, I would like to thank everybody for being here. It's a real pleasure to be here. Honestly, I would like to thank Golden Boy Promotions. When Jaime Munguia won the title and surprised the world, of course we needed to do a strategic partnership with somebody that to take him to another level. Why? Because the division is so hot between the super welterweights and the middleweights, without a doubt. Middleweight is the best division in the sport of boxing, without a doubt. So, honestly, we have a long friendship with Oscar, with Eric Gomez, and I really admire Golden Boy Promotions since, as Oscar said, we have a lot of synergy. I would like to thank Tecate. I represent Tecate in Mexico. Golden Boy Promotions represent Tecate in the United States, so it's a great thing for both companies, and we have the same vision. We care about the fighters, as Oscar says, same as Golden Boy, and it's a real pleasure to work with Oscar, with Eric Gomez, and with all his sensational team, and of course with the best platform, the platform who came in and took boxing to another level. And without a doubt, as I said before, the best division is the middleweights. And the zone has got the two best middleweights in the world. That it's, without a doubt, the great Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs. And they are fighting together. That's the way the zone do boxing. Putting the best against the best. And of course, we believe that we are in that level with Jaime Munguia. We believe that we're close to be in that mix. And we are with the right people, with the right platform. And we feel very, very happy about it. So with no more to say, I would like to say again that I would like to thank Houston and the commission. That it's great to be here again. And I would like I invite all the people to be here on Saturday. Jaime Munguia is a sensational fighter. He's very excited to watch, and you will enjoy this Saturday. And of course, he's going against an undefeated fighter. There's two undefeateds going against each other, as I said before. That's the way the zone program boxing. The best against the best. And thank you very much for everything. Thank you.
Gracias, Fernando. It really is a pleasure when you have two undefeated fighters fighting each other. I mean, like they say, somebody's O must go, And who wants to be the first fighter to lose their undefeated record? I know I didn't. You have Inoue, who's a fighter that refuses to take a step backwards. I've been studying Inoue, and he has an amazing style, an exciting style, a very proud style, with power, with determination. So this fight here, the main event, with Takashi Inoue and Jaime Munguia, will be one that you don't want to miss. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the former WBO Asia Pacific Super Welterweight champion. He is looking to become world champion on Saturday night for the first time in the United States. And like I said, he might be the contender, but I'm sure in his mind he's coming in with that champion mentality. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you from Japan, junior middleweight contender, number 4 in the world, Takeshi Inoue. Takeshi.
Hello, my name is Takeshi Inoue. I want to thank everyone who made this fight possible. I think Munguia is a great champion, and I look forward to a great fight on Saturday. I have come here to bring the WBO belt back to Japan. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Very, very good English. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now the champion. You know, when I first heard of the champion from Tijuana, Mexico, I instantly started watching most of his fights. And my first reaction was a very explosive style, somebody that reminded me of a young Fernando Vargas, for instance, with power, with determination. But when I got to know him, and when I got to know what type of fighter he is, and his discipline, and his love for the sport, it instantly made me think that we have a future world champion. So when we put him in against Saddam Ali, we all thought it was a very dangerous fight for both guys, but we never thought that Jaime Munguia would destroy Saddam Ali, which he did impressively, and that's when Jaime Munguia was born to the boxing world, so to speak, internationally. So we formed this alliance with his promoter in Mexico, Fernando Beltran, because we believe that Jaime Munguia can become the next superstar. And he's proved it in his last 2 defenses. He keeps proving that he's getting better. He keeps proving that he's willing to listen and to work hard. He keeps proving that he has that determination to become great. And this Saturday night is not just another fight. It's against the number 4 in the world, against Inoue, who's a very, very tough fighter. So this Saturday night fans will be able to witness an amazing fight against 2 undefeated fighters, one that is already world champion and one that wants to become a world champion and is confident that he can take that world title back, like he said, back to Japan. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you a fighter who has an outstanding record, a record of 31-0, and 26 knockouts. He is from Tijuana, Mexico, Jaime Munguia. Jaime.
¿Qué tal? Primero que nada, buenas tardes y agradecer a toda la gente que está presente, a toda la gente que nos está viendo a través de los medios.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone for being here. I want to say thank you to people here and people watching through the media.
A todos los medios que gracias a ellos hacen posible esto, si no, no estuviéramos aquí, a los promotores de esta pelea, a los patrocinadores, muchas gracias.
I want to thank all the media here. Thanks to them because they're the ones who make this possible. Without them, we wouldn't be here. I want to thank the promoters involved and the sponsors.
Y la verdad es que estamos muy contentos de estar aquí en Texas, mi primera vez de estar aquí en Texas y la verdad es que me siento como en casa, me siento como en México, la gente me ha recibido, la verdad es que muy bien, estamos muy contentos.
We are happy to be here in Texas. It's my first time in Texas, and the truth is I feel at home here. They've received me very well, so I'm happy to be here in Texas.
Y pues decirle a la gente que venimos muy bien preparados, en excelentes condiciones, decirle a Takeshi Inoue que ese título no se va a Japón, ese título se queda para México, se queda para todos los que me siguen, va a haber campeón para rato.
And I want to tell people that we came here well prepared. We're in good condition. And I want to tell Inoue that the titles will not go to Japan. They will stay with Mexico, and they will stay with the people who follow me. And I'm going to be champion for a while.
Y pues es todo. Esperen una gran pelea este sábado 26 de enero. Un saludo para todos los que me siguen, para México y especialmente para Tijuana.
And that's all. Expect a big fight this Saturday, January 26th. Salutations to all who follow me and to everyone in Mexico, especially in Tijuana.
Gracias. Thank you. Before we pose the fighters for pictures, just to remind you that yes, there is no more pay-per-view. This event here, you can download the DAZN app, and the first month is for free. And when you download the DAZN app, that includes watching the Canelo fights. It includes watching Daniel Jacobs, the great Daniel Jacobs from New York. It includes watching Anthony Joshua, and the list goes on and on and on and on for a price of $9.99. And the first month is free when you order it. So, yes, there is no more pay-per-view, and we want to thank DAZN once again. So thank you very much, DAZN, and we will now pose the fighters for pictures. Thank you. Gracias.
Well, Barack, we don't have many trash talkers on this card, but a bit serious with Jamie and Takashi towards the end. With
Takashi 6'9", he's not here, but Takeshi is here though.
Yes.
Right.
So about bringing the titles back to their homeland. So
Right.
I like the fact that there's slight trash talking.
Well, you got a lot of respect. Japanese culture, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think we're going to see that. But one thing I noticed about Jamie is that everyone talks more about him being in the 160-pound division, but meanwhile, the 154-pound division is super stacked. There's a whole bunch of names over there with the Jared Hurds and the Lauras and the Jamel Charlos, but we're still talking about 160.
Well, the reason why is that that's the cash cow division.
The Canelo division,
People want the big money, so his promoter's only doing the right thing, just setting it up for people to know that this guy is going to fight at the middleweight division eventually. But Barack, I want to mention Jesus Rojas, who had a great outing against Jojo Diaz. And this is a world title fight, so I don't want to undermine this. I mean, I'm excited about the main event, but the featherweight title fight, it's very big. It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to Jesus Rojas fighting Khan.
Yes. Jukan.
Yes. I just wanted to mention his last name.
What about Vergil Ortiz Jr.? Rising star, what I'm saying? Got a hand speed, got good movement, got a little pop. I think that's going to be a good fight against Jesus Valdez.
Yeah, and you can't beat the prices. Starting at 25 and then at 150.
Ticket sales.
Anybody that's in in the Houston area definitely should come down to watch a great night of boxing.
Absolutely. And tomorrow we got the weigh-in at 3:30 Eastern time.
So tune in tomorrow at the weigh-in, and
There we
don't
go.
forget to tune into the fight this Saturday night on DAZN.